Hi. Wow. First of all, I want to congratulate all those the students that performed today. They are truly amazing. I think we need to give them another round of applause. Congratulations to Mr. Dr. David Benoit. Yes, it's an honor to be on stage with you, and congratulations for receiving this doctorate. So, yes. Thank you to Miss Marie Danvers for doing this. Thank you for nominating me and being my friend. I love you. I'm publicly saying that. I love you. I'm thrilled and honored to have been chosen for this. And you know, Marie and I have known each other for a long time, like she said. And you know, we have a lot of mutual friends. But how many people know that she was Christine in Phantom? She did it on Broadway and also national tour, and I got to see her a few times. If you've never heard her sing, you've missed something. She's beautiful as a person and also as a singer. All right, I'll give you $10 later for this nomination. No. Thank you also to the leadership, the faculty, the staff, alumni board of trustees, and members, and everyone who has been invited to this. Thank you so much for being here. This is my very first honorary doctorate, so be gentle with me. I have to admit that I found it kind of interesting to have a ceremony at this time of year. I thought, you know, usually this is at a graduation ceremony, but I was explained to, and now I understand that a lot of times, a lot of universities and colleges have convocations and they have this type of ceremony. So, you know, I'm like, heck yeah, I'm one of two people being honored. Yeah, I get all this attention. Hell yeah. Oh, can we say hell? Can we say hell here? We can say hell? Okay. You guys are a fantastic group to talk to because it's so laid back here. I'm so glad that they told me that earlier. Thank you for being here, for one. Also, I know you're probably here because there's no class, so it was a requirement. Now, how many of you actually know me? Okay. How many of you know me from Scandal? Okay, all right. Oh, I got a little applause, thank you. How many of you know me from Broadway? Okay, all right. Now, I have another question for you. How many of you know what you want to do? Okay. And how many of you are studying to do what you want to do? Okay. Good. Let me tell you a little story about me. I went to a small school called Lake City Community College in Lake City, Florida, right outside of Gainesville. And even though I was studying business, I was also singing in the choir because I thought it would be fun. And I had a couple of professors, one in the theater department and one in the music department, telling me I should be a theater major. But I said, nah, I'm studying business, I'm good, I'm okay. I'll stick to my plans. Now, after graduating from there, I went on to a small school in Winter Park, Florida, which is right outside of Orlando, called Rollins College. And at Rollins, I studied economics, and I had this dream of receiving an MBA and a law degree because I wanted to be on Wall Street or work for some fancy financial institution. Still singing in choirs and other events around town, people would always tell me, wow, dude, you should do this professionally. And I said, nah, I'm good. I'll stay the course and I'll get my degree in business. Well, while in school, I was working for a newspaper called the Orlando Sentinel, and I was working in their production department where you would put newspapers together and then they would be handed out the next day. About a year into that, I found that there was a job opening in the advertising department, which was paying a lot more money. So I applied and I ended up getting the job. But that meant that I was going to have to take time off from school, but in the hopes of going back to school, which they would, give me that chance to do that. So I did that for a while, but I was still singing around town, doing my thing. And I worked there for about 5 years, and I was taking classes here and there, again, still singing around town. And one particular night, as you heard in the clip, someone saw me sing. And they came up to me afterwards and said, I'd like to offer you a job on a cruise ship. And I thought about it, and this guy was a producer of this cruise ship. And I went back to my supervisor at work, and she said, you know what? And she gave me the greatest piece of advice. you don't want to be 85 years old saying coulda, woulda, shoulda. So go for it. And that's what I did. And the rest is history. Now, okay, there's a lot more to this story, but we don't have a lot of time here, so maybe I can come back to 5 towns. And do like a little master class or whatever. You know, we'll see what happens. Take notes. Look, I'm really grateful for where I am in my life right now, but I was planning on a different future, and you never know what will happen. My point to all this is I never got my degree, which is what I was going for in the first place. I mean, in a way, I've always felt kind of embarrassed when people would talk about, you know, hey, where'd you go to school? Did you graduate? And I never was able to say I got my piece of paper. Something and somehow having that piece of paper legitimizes you in a way that you can't even imagine. Besides making your parents, your family, and your friends proud, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. Also, being in college, this is like a really exciting time in your life. You know, there's really no responsibilities. I mean, the only responsibility that you have is to learn and to grow. And you make long-lasting friends. Build your house right now. Family, friends, they'll be your foundation for you right now and for the future. I still have great friends from college now. Some of you here are on a free pass, which is great. Congratulations. And some of you are on student loans. Just know it gets better. I promise you, it's going to work out. So I accept this honorary doctorate with great pride and appreciation from 5 Towns College today, knowing that this institution is a multicultural college with such diverse programs from the arts to business. 2 subjects that speak to me, and I know it's not in the traditional way, but I finally got my piece of paper. So, I want to leave you with one last thought. Me. Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, I got it. Yes. This is your quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause. And I know if you'll only be true to this glorious quest, that your heart will lie peaceful and calm when you're laid to your rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage. And you'll always dream the impossible dream, yes, and you'll reach the unreachable star. Thank you so much.